Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin map. Heading out to field 30 here, picking up where we left off pretty much from last episode. I did completely finish cultivating field 28 there. Hopefully we'll get that planted here this episode. Of course, that's going to be a grass field. Getting a plow lined up here for starters. Out on field 30, might bring another tractor here too. We do have both the John Deere 8Rs here with Landau plows on them. And still have the New Holland T9 going out on field 2 there. Still working on plowing that field. Technically don't really need a headland across here because the trees are not clippable on this map here. We'll do one anyway. And again, like I mentioned, I'll probably just typically refer to this as the River Basin map. Like I said, it is the Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin map. Again, if you'd like to check this map out, I do have a link in the description to it. And I was looking too, there actually is a newer version of this map now as well, it looks like. I don't believe this version I have at the moment has multi-fruit. Looks like there's a... Oh, maybe it does. Oh, it does. Okay. Maybe the newer version then has some additional ones on it. Yes, I think that's what it is. The newer version has some more multi-fruit type crops. And then they replaced the trees here with actual... the Giants trees, the Farming Simulator trees, so you can actually cut them down and do forestry on them. Probably not going to do that map. Just because I don't want the clippable trees on the edge of the field here. I don't want my hired workers and course play workers getting stuck on them. So I might stick with this version. I'll see once. That's kind of the only issue if I put that one on. Like I said, it's going to be all these trees that are on the edge of the field here. And hired workers and course play is going to be getting stuck on them. And I'd like to avoid that as much as possible, seeing how I'd like to use course play on this map. And obviously, course play and hedges and trees along edges of fields and whatnot do not mix very well, typically. This is episode 2 on the map here. Again, if you watched the live stream, we did the first live stream on it as well. Kind of bought some equipment in that live stream. Again, not exactly a small start here. You know, as far as equipment-wise, we do have some larger equipment. Not the biggest equipment. Well, I guess I suppose if you count the cultivator, the 36-meter cultivator as a fairly good-sized cultivator, but not necessarily the biggest equipment on the map. So we do have room to upgrade yet. But given the size of this map, that is the reason we do have the equipment we have here. Again, you know, started the New Holland T9 there. Plowing on that field has been going since I started on this map. So how many hours do we have on the map here so far? We've got 5 hours and 45 minutes of playtime on this map. That is how long it has taken the T9 there to get field. Well, let's maybe take 45 minutes off of that because I was buying equipment and getting stuff set up at first. But let's just say 5 hours. That sounds probably about right. The T9, and actually before that, I think it was the John Deere 8R here was on the map. I did switch the tractors there, but that field has been being plowed pretty much since I started here. So probably a good 5 hours of plowing on field 2. So hopefully that does give you a size perspective here. Again, this is a 4X map. So 4 times bigger than a standard map. It does make it the same size map as Oklahoma. You know, obviously different layout and fields and whatnot, but map size is the same. Same size as, say, Pleasant Valley. Map like that, you know, again, 4X map. And this should do it for the headland here. We'll just go ahead and hire a worker. You know, obviously, again, given the size of this map, there's going to be a lot of hired workers, and like I said, the reason I want course play to work as well. Oh, wow, looks like there's 2 trees there. How fascinating. The trees are floating a little bit, I noticed. So definitely a few problems here and there on this map. It's not, it's like, you can see that one just floating just a little bit. Not much, but if you look just right, you can see it. Not hire a worker? What happened? He's done. Why is he done? This field definitely needs to be plowed. I'm seriously going to have to hire... Oh, wait, there he goes. If you make sure your work's fine, too. No, he's not going to. Yeah, if you watched last episode, this is something that has started happening since the update. I don't know if anybody's got any ideas on this, but... again, if you watch the live stream, this plow was working flawlessly. It's kind of the reason I went with it, because you can hire it, and it works good. You know, and it's, I would say, somewhat realistic. Well, it is completely realistic. It is a realistic plow. But, yeah, ever since the update, and again, we're talking the 1.5.3 update here. Actually, it's the 1.5.3.1 update now, because they had to release a hotfix to the 1.5.3 update, because they did such a horrendous job on it. I guess maybe I don't need my headland then, seeing as how I'm not going to be able to use a hired worker. We're going to have to use courseplay. That is rather annoying. You know, tasks like this, I'd rather just use a hired worker. It's easier, you know, just pull it up to the field, hit hire, good to go. Now I've got to use courseplay even for plowing, which I wasn't really planning on doing. And I must have forgot to tell courseplay to detect the fields, or maybe it didn't ask. I don't remember. This is field edge path number 30. Okay, so field edge path 30. 9.4 meters. Starting location, we are in the southeast. And we're going north. We're going to try with no headlands. Again, that typically gives you a cleaner look on the field. And let's tell you no, next closest. That should be good, I think. Yeah, works fine with courseplay yet, at least. That's good. But yeah, I don't know why the hired worker no longer plows properly. If anybody has any ideas on that, I'd love to hear some ideas. Yeah, let's just say the 1.5.3 patch has broken a lot of things in the game here, it seems like. I don't know why. For example, on my other computer here, and I mentioned this, I think, in the live stream. I've got Farming Simulator 17 on that computer. It will no longer load with any mods in it. Doesn't matter which mods, any mods. If I even just put one mod in it, the game will immediately crash. So yeah, that's not cool at all. And like I said, it doesn't matter what mod. Any one of the mods I have, just put one of them in. GPS mod, game crashes. Put in the John Deere 8R, game crashes. Put in, look, the mod from the Farming Sim mod hub. Let's just say the J&M wagons. Game will immediately crash. So it doesn't matter what mod it is, just any one mod, and immediately crashes, so not cool. Okay. We're going to bring you out to field 2 then. And we'll start cultivating there. Got the John Deere 8970 with triples, of course. And this is the John Deere 2410 field cultivator. The 1.5.3.1 patch, by the way, has fixed the steering wheel issue, so steering wheel and controllers are back to working again. Well, that is good news. You know, way to go, Giants. Breaking controllers. Begs the question, did they actually test their update before they released it? I'm guessing the answer would have to be a big fat no there. Oh, we're going to have to clean up this field, aren't we? Okay, then. Yeah, definitely don't want that there. I'm talking about the missing plow marks there. Probably should fix that. Yeah, I was hoping to just throw a hired worker on this quick a minute. One advantage of using courseplay with that plow, I guess, courseplay does actually do a much cleaner job of it than what a hired worker does. That's what the hired worker accomplishes right there. Misses a little bit at the ends. Kind of the one annoying part about that plow. Okay, we're still driving down to the other end of the field yet. You know, again, this field here is probably bigger than all the fields combined on, like, Goldcrest Valley. You know, combine all the fields together, and this field is probably bigger than them all combined. And this is what, field 2? Probably, again, one of the bigger fields on the map. I don't know about the biggest, but definitely one of the bigger fields. It was suggested, too, maybe we should, like, combine up, like, 18, 19, 24, 25. I don't know if that's going to work because there's probably trees between them, but we'll take a look at that. Okay, we'll just leave you there for the moment because we need to clean that up. And that, by the way, is the reason I have 3 plows. I know that might seem a little excessive, but a lot of plowing going on here, so... I wonder if I can throw a hired worker on this to clean it up real quick. Like I said, I definitely want to get grass planted here this episode. That was kind of the #1 goal here. And so far I've been spending more time plowing. So yeah, you can see their course play is actually doing a really nice job. If it wasn't for the fact I had a little bit of a headland there, it would be missing a little bit, looks like, but not much. There we go. Like I said, can I hire a worker? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I cannot. Well, I can hire a worker. Then he's going to do that derpiness. So, nope, we'll have to do it ourselves here, or we have to set up a course-play course. Clean this up. We'll just do it ourselves then. Probably have to do the same thing at the other end as well. Okay, then, let's read some comments here a moment. FS Timelapses was saying, I think it's the AI. If you watch the implement, you'll see that the AI is raising and lowering the implement. Oh, just what we were talking about there with the plow. Exactly, but why is he doing that? I don't have... Yeah, I don't have the AI extension mod installed. Not in this map, anyway. So it shouldn't be the AI extension mod causing that. I don't know if there's another... Well, again, it shouldn't be another mod that's causing that, because, again, if you watch the live stream, we were not having any issues. The only thing that's changed between the live stream and last episode was the 1.5.3 patch. I don't have any additional mods installed. It's exactly what it was before the update. So, yeah, the only thing that changed, like I said, was the update. So I don't know if that broke this plow, or maybe Giants just broke the hired workers worse yet. That's definitely a possibility. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Michael was saying you should have started with 3 tractors, 1 harvester, 1 sprayer, 1 truck. Yeah, but then it would have just taken a lot longer. At the moment, what do we got? 6 tractors, I think, maybe? Let me check here. Vehicle group switcher. Yeah, I guess we got a few more than 6. We got about 8. We got the 4640 there. And obviously we got 2 trucks and 2 harvesters. Again, look at the size of the field. So that is the reason why, you know, we got 2 harvesters and 2 trucks. I don't think we have everything yet. Don't remember, did I get a grain cart? I don't think I have a grain cart yet. Probably need one of those. Maybe even 2 of those. So we got $656,000 left yet to work with here. One thing I'm not sure about is where that compass comes from. I don't know what's adding that. Not particularly fond of that, taking up more screen real estate down there, but it is there, and I'm not sure how to get rid of it. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what adds it either. Don't believe that's showing up in any of my other games, so I don't think it's... it must be something this map adds, I'm assuming. On that, we do have 1 sprayer. We have a sprayer and a spreader, so I guess we kind of sort of had 2, but for the most part, we just got 1 sprayer. We got the horse sprayer there. Michael's also saying, love watching you. Keep it up. Thank you very much for that. Michael, oh, this is the same Michael. He was also asking, is there an air base on this map? I don't know. I have not looked. There might be. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of flying objects on this map. Helicopters, planes, fighter jets. Maybe they were watching what we were doing on Pleasant Valley there and figured we better double check. I don't think we have... Is hemp an option on this map? I don't think it is. Let's go back here. What do we got? Oats. Sorghum, black beans, cotton, tobacco, rice, corn, peanuts, and Sudan grass. And like I said, I think the version 3 update, I think that adds like another half a dozen crops. So there's even more multi-fruit, which would be kind of nice. But like I said, I don't want the trees. Don't want the trees at all. Joseph was saying he chose great tractors. Oh, I'd have to agree with that. Oh, yes. Great tractors. You know, and again, as far as upgrades, you know, we'll try to probably get some 9Rs, and I don't know, we'll see what else we want to get here, but... Hello, Leaf was saying, yep, Def is saving the planet, one cardboard box and plastic jug at a time. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. For those who don't know what DEF is, diesel exhaust fluid, it's basically something that's added to pretty much all modern diesel engines. I think it's over a certain horsepower. I forget what that is again. Maybe like 80, 90 horse, something like that. Have to have blue DEF. And it's basically just supposed to make the exhaust cleaner. Supposed to. Keywords being supposed to. And supposedly some say it does, some say it don't. So basically it's just another fluid you have to put into your diesel vehicle. In this case, you know, tractor. So kind of like when you go to fill up for diesel fuel, you also have to fill up your DEF as well. Although typically the DEF isn't used as quickly, so you know every couple of fills of diesel you have to fill up that as well. And at least for smaller operations, yeah, typically the blue DEF comes in a jug in a cardboard box. So like LO Leaf was saying, saving the planet one cardboard box and plastic jug at a time. Yeah, that's rather interesting. Farmer Olio was saying, this is a big map, but I like it. Russell was saying, better watch out. Bird dog is onto your cash crop. Be careful. And out here we call those spring tooth conditioners. Talking about the Delgeman Strawmaster there. And for those of you who watch the Pleasant Valley series, you'll get the humor behind bird dog and cash crop and bird drop. Hey man was saying, like your videos because of the use of mini mods. Yes, that is true. We do have quite a few mods. Okay, and this should do it for the headlands, I would think, here. This Courseplay got the rest, so shouldn't miss any more after this. KLC Gaming was saying, I've had the same problem with mods, plows before the patch. Had a hired worker do the exact same thing with a 50-foot John Deere disc plow on Hobbs. Started using Courseplay instead of a hired worker for plowing. Haven't had any problems that way, so I don't think it's the plow that's the problem, but hired workers. They're never derpy though, right? Oh yeah, no, never derpy in Farming Simulator. It's rather interesting though. Like I said, I did not have any issues with this plow. Again, you can see this entire portion of this field plowed just fine. Before the update. Again, during the live stream, they were working on this field. Well, hired worker was working on this field, I should say. Cade was saying we demoed an 8400R and it didn't have blue def. I find that rather interesting. Like I said, the 8400R being a newer tractor, they just released it here, what, a year or two ago, I believe? So it's the newest, largest 8R in the John Deere 8R series lineup currently. And yeah, for being the newest one, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have the blue def. That doesn't seem quite right, because I'm pretty sure that's a AR requirement. I'm not aware that's optional. So if it was, probably no, or not very many farmers would go with that as an option, I doubt. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring this back. We'll get the hired worker started on cultivating then. I'm not sure what we'll plant on this field, by the way, but we'll get something planted on it. And then we'll, let's see what's here. I think I got the big bud hooked up to the seeder at the moment. And yes, I know, probably not the most realistic here, cutting across the field like this. But in the interest of saving a little bit of time here, otherwise going around is going to take us a bit longer. Oh, I hear a helicopter. Oh, now I see a helicopter. Nothing to see down here. Nothing to see. No cash crop yet. Cash crop, by the way, on Pleasant Valley was hemp, for those of you not sure what that was. Whoa, we're going to tip it over. There we go. Back up right. So one thing I have noticed with this disc, you have to be careful going around corners high speed. I just remembered that as I started turns, like, oh, wait, gotta slow down here. Come on, fold out the other side. At least it's self-righting, though. If you do flip yourself over with this particular plow, just unfold it and you'll flip back over. Probably like the third or fourth time I've done that now, I think. Okay, there we go. We'll call that good. And to the 8970. What was up with that fold out there? Like something unlocked. There we go. Now, how big is this cultivator out of curiosity here? 20, that doesn't seem quite right. I have my doubts if this is 20 meters. I was expecting more like 15 or so. Name's 21.2. Well, I can see right away that is not right because we're way overhanging on this side. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Maybe it's more like 18, maybe. 17? Still a good 5-section field cultivator there. Okay, on to, is it the Big Bud? I think Big Bud is on the seeder. Yes, it is. And we want to select grass. And we'll be planting field 28 there. Grass field for the cows. And looking at the map, too, I think a field we probably should try to buy is like field 1. I mean, it's like right next to us there. Like, really, we don't own that field? Of all the fields we don't own, field 1. And all the rest on the outside edge of the map, that doesn't really matter. This map, by the way, does start you off by owning all the fields you see owned are ones we start off owning on this map. So this map starts you off with quite a few owned fields. I don't intend on working all the fields. We'll probably just pick a select number around the map here. And like I said, maybe 18, 19, 24, 25 there. We'll see if we can maybe combine those. Actually, I don't think we can because it looks like there's a road between 19 and 18. We'll have to see once. And we have the 15-meter case air seeder here, I believe. I think this is 15-meter anyway. There's like a little more unrealistic 32-meter one, I would say. I think it's like a 5 section. Okay. Lock on GPS, and we should be good to go. Grass selected, yes, perfect. Don't believe I've actually ever used this seeder single player before, so I thought it'd be a good excuse to use it. And of course, the Big Bud 450 with duals here again. Again, I have not been able to locate this mod on any of the mod sites. So if I remember, I'll maybe throw it up in my Dropbox there and put a link to it. Installation for this is a little bit different. You actually have to put it in the DLC folder as opposed to the mod folder. So just something to keep in mind if you do get this. It needs to go in the DLC folder, not the mod folder. So I don't know if we could actually get this to work on a multiplayer server or not, because again, you know, when you upload a mod, it goes to the mod folder, not the DLC folder. So this probably wouldn't work on a multiplayer server, unless you, of course, you have access to the DLC folder. Which I do on a couple of our servers. I guess we do have access to that, I think. At least as far as I know. I can't say I've ever tried, but... And then, too, I'm not sure if it worked from that folder or not on a multiplayer server. But anyway, single player, it does work. And like I said, keep in mind, needs to go in the DLC folder, not the mod folder. And again, if you ask me, just a much, much better looking version of this tractor than the single wheel one. Just for the fun of it a while back, there was some mention, well, is the single one more common? Just do a search for Big Bud on the, Google or Bing or something like that for images. Pretty much every single tractor you see working will have duals on it. I've seen a couple without duals, but most of those are either being transported or used for other uses besides field work. I think as far as I can remember anyway, every single tractor I've seen that was working in the field had duals. Okay, we'll do a headland across here. Ooh, I didn't auto-select the width, did I? Oh well. That width set right. 13.6. Oh, I thought this was 15. 13.6. Okay. I think the salesman at the shop must have shorted us a little bit. Anyway, on that note, I think with that, we'll wrap up the episode here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.